Yeah, Shlok. You've just joined in. Um, so I've given everyone a task. You can get on with it and text it in the chat once you're done. It's here. Shreyas, yep, that's correct.
I put my card in the chat. Is it correct?
Guys, okay, fine, Shlok, you're correct. There's an extension for you. I want one included. I also want one. Ashwin and Kavanaya, where are you at?
Hello?
Yep, is this Ashwin?
No, it's Kavanya.
Oh, Kavanaya, sorry. Yeah, hello?
I just couldn't hear you for a second, that's why.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I can hear you now.
Okay, thank you. For Shlok, yeah, yep, okay.
Is this card correct?
Yeah, Shlok, you're correct. Okay, Ashwin. For a teenage, 3, Printy. Yes, just quick. If had you really picky, Ashwin, I would have said that you put brackets before and after C.
Yeah.
If asked you really picky.
Okay.
And now I have an extension task for you. I want the one included.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll wait for 1 more minute and I'll start going through it.
Wait, then my extension is correct, right? Just making sure.
I did my extension.
Yep, Ashwin, correct. Okay, Kavanaya, are you finished?
Nearly.
Okay, is it okay if I start going through it?
Yeah.
Okay, just follow along if we have done it. It's fine, I think. So all of you were right in saying it's a for loop. So for I, let's call it O in range. Guys, normally people use I, okay? It doesn't mean that if you use other variables it won't work, but it's a convention to use I. It's like, that's what most people use for some reason. For I in range 25 to 1 in steps of -3, print I. Okay, so all of you did this. Okay, now I want the one included. Okay, the first task was just to do all the numbers from 25 to 1 in steps of -3. Now I also want to print 1 out. Now, all of you were also right in saying that you can put 0. Okay, so now it prints out 25 all the way to 1. Okay, good. So all of you get it. I'm assuming. Kavanaya, were you going to do the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Good, let's start today's lesson. By the way, guys, today is, if you're just doing Python, today is the last lesson for you. So, yeah, just remind me, guys. It's the last lesson. It's very depressing, but it's hard to believe. Anyway, where were we last week? You did this slide, okay? I think I stopped here. No? Did I stop here?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So, create a for loop from 1 to 10 inclusive. Okay. 10 inclusive means including 10, meaning you have to group from 1 to 11. Okay. Remember, 1 to 11 inclusive. Then you print out for L in range 1 to 12. Okay. If I say exclusive, I say 1 to 11. Okay. So, for each number in the loop, square it. So my task is, I want a loop from 1 to 10 inclusive. I want all the numbers, and each number I want to square it and then minus it by that number. So let's say if our number is 9, we'll first do 9 squared, which is, can anyone tell me what 9 squared is?
81.
Wrong, it's 81. I'm joking. 80 and 81 minus 9 is 72.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I was just about to say, yeah, so I was agreeing to you.
Yeah, okay. And if number, let's say the number is 7, then 7 squared is 49, and 49 minus 7 is 42. So, Shlok, if my number is 6, what's going to be the output?
30.
Okay, Shlok, I mean not Shlok, Shreyas, if my number is 5, what's going to be the output?
20.
20.
I have
Kavanaya,
a question.
huh? Yeah?
Isn't this the same thing as saying the number times number minus 1?
Number times number minus 1.
And let's say the number is 6 again. If you
Yeah.
do 6 times 6 minus 1, 5. 6 times 5 is 30. For 7 times 7 times minus 1 is 6. 7 times 6 is 42.
It's not minus 1 though. It's minus the actual number. So 9 squared is 81 minus 9. 8 squared, 64 minus 8.
I know, but I'm saying, let's say 8 squared is 64. And
Uh-huh.
8 squared is 8 times 8. So if you do 8 times parentheses 8 minus 1, it's just 8 times 7, which is 56, which is correct.
Yeah,
So that applies for all numbers.
yeah, correct. Yeah. That would be another way. But we can, this is, yeah. Okay, so what Shlok said, he found another way to get the numbers. So what he said was, to get 72, you would do 9 times 9 minus 1, which is 8. But for now, we'll just stick to this. Okay, so we first go to the loop from 1 to 11. Then the output, we have a variable, is L asterisk asterisk 2. Can anyone remember what asterisk means?
It's the exponent symbol.
Hmm?
It like
For,
squares the
it's
number.
a symbol for times.
It's an exponent.
Yeah, correct. It's the exponent. Yeah, okay, it's the exponent. Sorry guys. What am I doing? Print output. Okay, so output equals L squared. Okay, so minus L, and then print output. So when L is 1, 1 squared minus 1 is 0. Then it's gonna go on to the next one. When L is 2, 2 squared is 4, minus 2 is 2, then it will print out 2. Then go again. Okay, some people think that is just gonna execute this 10 times and then this 10 times. Guys, it's not. It executes both statements 10 times coincidentally. So what I mean is, it does not first do this line 11 times and then does this line 11 times. It does this first, then this first, then repeats. Second, then this second, then this third, then this third. It's not like it just focuses on one statement and goes on to the next statement. Okay, does everyone understand? So I'll go on to my editor and let's try for, I want all the numbers cubed. So from 1 to 10, I want all the numbers cubed. So I would say for k in the range of 1 to 11, print k to the power of asterisk asterisk 2. Okay, so one cubed is 1, 2 cubed is 8, 3 cubed is 27, 64, 21, 25, 216, and so on and so forth. Notice I didn't put this in a variable. Okay, why? It's much more efficient just to print it out. Okay, so now using this knowledge, actually no, let's just carry on for now. Let me go back to my screen. Okay, fine. So okay, create a list and print out the elements in the list. Okay, guys, I'm going to go through lists later, but for now, in Python, the way to create a list is you put the name of the list here, and then you put equal sign, and then you put 2 square brackets. Inside the square brackets, you have multiple items of data. So for example, Harry, Mbappe, Messi, ter Stegen, Eric. Who's a football fan here?
Me.
Okay, you may know these players.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, Harry, Mbappe, Messi, ter Stegen, and Eric. These are all in a list, or these are all data items inside a square bracket, and that's a list essentially. So now again, for index or for I or for K or anything you want, for index in the range of len list. Okay, let's pause there for a minute. What does len mean? Have a guess.
Length. It obviously does not mean length.
Yep, correct, Shlok. It means length. Okay, you're wrong, Shlok. I'm joking. I assume that was sarcastic. So it's len means length. So in this list, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. And the length of this is 5 items. So that's basically saying for I in range 5, effectively. So let's go back to our editors. Let's say if I say LST is equal to 1, 3, 2, 3. Okay, let's just call it this 2. Ashwin, what would this print out?
5.
Correct. Avanaya, what would this print out?
What would what print out?
Like, what's going to be the output here? Or is there any output?
I don't know if there will be an output.
What's stopping you from thinking there's an output?
I'm confused by the numbers there. Like 1, 3. What are those numbers for?
Okay, this is just items of data. These are just items of data. So 1, 3, 23, 52, 3, 4. These are all just data items and they're stored inside the list, inside square brackets. Okay. What's gonna happen if I print len LST3? What does len mean?
Length?
Yeah, length. Okay, yep, Ashwin, thank you very much. Yeah, that was for before. Okay. Yeah, so back to you, Kavanaya. So what's gonna be the output here? What's the length of list 3?
6?
Yeah, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's gonna be the output here? What's gonna be the output here?
There won't be any output because it says list LST 2 on the top, but it on when you put print it's an LST 3.
Correct. Correct. And okay, let's go back to normal. What's gonna be the output here?
7.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. That's what len does. It just finds the number of items in the list. Let's print out 7. Okay. Good. So that's basically saying for index and range 5, print list index. Okay. Sorry guys. Okay. So print list index, guys. This is again related to arrays. I think it would make more sense to go to arrays first and then come back here. Okay. So guys, we'll finish first arrays and then we'll come back to the slide. Is that okay with all of you?
Yep.
Okay, fine. So, as I said before, an array is used to store multiple items of data in a single identifier, in a single variable identifier. Okay, so multiple items of data. In a variable, you can store 1. Okay. In a list, you can store many. So fruit is equal to banana, avocado, mango. This is much easier than saying fruit 1 is equal to banana, fruit 2 is equal to avocado, and fruit 3 is equal to mango. It's gonna be so long. Unless some of you wanna, go ahead and do long. Okay, no, I'm joking. Good. So yes, we can just basically put these items in one line, one array, one list. Okay, so now we want to get the first value of the list. F1 is equal to fruit 0. Now, who was in my Python class last week? Sorry, in my Java class last week? All of you, I assume. Okay.
I was
Oh, Kavana, you weren't there? Okay.
I was.
Okay, would anyone, Shreyas, Ashwin, or Stroke, like to explain why have I said fruit 0?
Because
You said
Yeah.
fruit 0 because
they always the list value starts in 0, except when you put the if you ask the computer to do len, it will start from 1. But then anything else you use the list for, it will start from 0.
Yeah. Sorry, Shlof, for interrupting you. You can answer next if you want.
so in all programming languages, the index of strings, arrays, anything starts from 0. that's just how programming is.
Yeah. So both Shlok and Shreyas and Ashwin, I assume you're going to say the same thing. But yeah. So Kavanaya, you may think that if you want to get the first element, we just do fruits 1. Okay. In programming, okay, we start with 0. So actually, the first element is avocado. Banana is 0th element. Avocado is the first element, and mango is the second element. It's always 1 behind. So fruits is the name of the array. Square brackets 0. This gets the first value of the list. Okay, banana. So, Shlok, what's going to be the output if I say fruits 3?
It's gonna throw an error
Okay,
because
correct.
the length of the array, because the length of the array is 2, so it's gonna go past. I mean the max index is 2, so it can't find 3, so it's gonna throw an error.
Okay, correct. So, as Shlok said, okay, you can't print fruits 3 because 0, 1, 2, there's no 3, it's going to throw an error. Okay, now, if you want to modify to get the last element of the array, you would do simply fruits minus 1. Okay.
Wait, but what can't you also do length minus 1?
No. Well, you can just do fruits minus 1.
Okay.
Guys, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so let's carry on. So we said here fruits minus 1 is the last element. So Ashwin, what's gonna be the second last element here? How would I print out the second last element here?
You would put fruits minus 2.
Pause a minute. Am I even sharing my screen?
No.
Okay, awesome. Great. Okay. Fruits, yeah, so you're correct. Fruits minus 2. If you want to print out the first element of the list, Kavanaya, what would I do? Sorry, if I want to print out the second element. Okay, let's be even more specific. I want to print out avocado. What would I write down? Sorry?
Fruit 1 equals avocado.
You just say fruits 1.
Oh,
Just fruits 1. Shlok, just coming back to your question about length. Yeah, thank you, Ashwin. Coming back to your question about length. So did you mean something like this? Did you mean this?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So this is another way of doing it. Let's zoom into it. So the length of the list was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. But the last element is 6. Okay. So we can say list 2 square brackets length this, which is 7, minus 1. 7 minus 1 is 6. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is this one. But Shlok, why would you want to do that? Just why? Just simply do this. It's much more
Just
straightforward and
wondering.
easier. It's
Just
straight.
wondering.
Huh?
I'm just wondering.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, you're wondering here. But just stick this for now. It's much more easier, much more simpler, and much more efficient. Okay, let's go back to work. Now, here, I have modified it and I've replaced it. Now, fruits -1, the last element, which is mango, is now blueberry. I have updated the array and now it's blueberry. So now after this point, it's going to be banana, avocado, blueberry. I've changed it. I've modified it. Now, okay, guys, pause me if you don't understand. I'm just going to continue. Now get the length of the list. Okay, guys, you should know by now what how to get the length of the list. It's length equals len fruits. So that's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 elements. To iterate through fruits, what do I mean by iterate?
Iterate means like you're in a loop. You're going through. You're going through the entire fruits. Like you're like when you are in the for loops, you're iterating through 1 through 25.
Correct. So it just means going through. For index, again, you could put it in the new one. In range, len fruits. So we can replace this with saying 1, 2, 3. So 3. Print fruits index. Okay, so first is gonna print fruits 0. Okay, let's go back to it actually. For index in range, len lst2, print lst2 index. Okay, so for index and range, len lst2. So guys, it starts from 0. And remember, when I say len lst2, it means 7, okay? But then it's always before that. So it takes 1 to 6. It takes 0 to 6. It doesn't take 0 to 7. So the length is saying for I in range 7, but that means from 0 to 6. Okay, not 7, from 0 to 6. Then print list2 index. So when index is 0, print list 0, which is 1. Then it's gonna go on to the next index. When index is 1, print list2 1, that's 2. Print list2 2, that's 4. So on and so forth. And the last element is going to be index as 6. So for print list2 index, the last one is going to be print list2 6, which is this number here. Guys, does everyone understand?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to assume so. Okay, so let's go back. Yeah, so now appending to the list. Appending, guys, just means add elements to the list. You can see here, there's a glossary here. So append basically adds the elements at the end of the list. So fruits.append pair. Okay, so now the list is banana, avocado, blueberry, remember we updated it, and pear. So now we have 4 elements. Now I want to delete the third element from the list. Remember, guys, third element is always -1 in Python, is the second. So fruits.pop2. So 0, 1, 2. Blueberry. We want to pop blueberry. Okay. Guys, if you're getting confused, mango is blueberry. Okay. For now, after we updated it, it's blueberry now. It's not mango anymore. So now the list is banana, avocado, blueberry, and pear. And we want to delete the third element, which is the second index. So we want to delete blueberry. So fruits.pop2, like a balloon. You're popping something, you destroy it. You want to get rid of it. So fruits.pop2, that deletes the third element from the list. Now, deleting the element which has avocado. Fruits.remove avocado. Let's pause there. Guys, pop and remove are the same thing, but they are used in a different way. Pop removes the index. You say the index of it. Remove removes the actual like data item inside it. So let's go back here and let's say x is equal to list2 dot pop 3. Okay, guys, if you see now, I have popped the third index, which is the fourth item. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which is all 0, 1, 2, 3. I have popped it, I've removed it. So now, after I've removed this, after I've popped it, now the new list is 1, 2, 4, no 5, 2, 33, and this number here. Okay, if I want, when I use the command remove, okay, I don't say the index position. I say the actual number. So, sorry guys, give me 1 second. Let me just share my screen again. Where's my screen gone? Okay, fine, back to work. So, now when I say remove, let's say I want to remove the item 4. Okay, guys, this does not mean the index 4. This does not mean 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't mean that. It means the actual number 4, the actual item 4. List or remove 4. Print list. What can you see here? No 4. So guys, does everyone understand the difference between pop and remove?
Yeah.
Huh? Okay, you do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so pop removes the index, remove removes the actual item. You specify the actual item you want to remove. Okay, so now we just some glossary here. So guys,
I
feel
have
free
a
to take
question.
a screenshot.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What if you want to append an item at a certain index?
What?
Like, let's say you want to append pear after a banana.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Oh, good question. I'll pop into that a bit later. But first, can we go to this first? I'll pop into that a bit later. Okay. Ashwin, so pop removes the index position. Remove means to remove the actual thing. Yes, okay. But it does the same thing. It removes the item, but like in pop, you specify the position, whereas in remove, you specify the actual thing. Okay. But if I say pop 2, it will remove blueberry. In pop, you specify the index. Okay. So append as the item at the end of the list, sort, source the list. Okay, so if I go back to my editor and then I'll say lst equals lst3 equals 1, 3, 2, list3 dot sort. Oh, okay, guys, give me 1 second. Let me just fix this code. Guys, when I'm fixing my code, I'm gonna give you guys a quick task. Create an array of cars, okay? And in those cars, I want you to do 3 things. 1, print out the second element of the list. The second element. Second, print out all the items inside it. So create an array of cars. print the first item, print all the items inside it. Oh, I'm only texting it to Ashwin. Okay. Okay, so it's a quick task for you. You can get on with it. I'll just fix my code quickly. Guys, once you're done, please text me your code in the chat box.
How many cars?
3. How many cars? Sorry. Let's say 5. 5.
Okay.
Guys,
have a
when I
quick
say
question.
first item, I mean from my perspective, not from the programming's perspective. It's like humans, we would say, I want the first item, okay? But it's not from the programming perspective. So you need to do the first item from the list, actually. Okay, Shlok, yes, what do you want?
So the second task is saying to print out the whole array. I mean the whole list, correct?
All the items in the list, yeah. Okay, unmute my.
Is this code correct?
Guys, I just realized something. I did like literally a stupid mistake. So let me share my screen again.
Is this code correct?
Yeah, Shlok, one second, let me just see your code. Cars, Ferrari, Bugatti, McLaren, good. Cars, Shlok, the second part is wrong. Try again for the second part.
What is the second part?
To print out all the items in the list.
Oh, okay.
You just printed out the array, but I want all the items individually.
Oh, in
So
the list.
yeah, just correct that. What was your question?
You want each item individually on the separate line, or does it
On a
not
separate
matter?
line. I want a separate line. Okay, let me just. Guys, should I tell you what a stupid mistake was? I forgot to print it out. Okay, so now it works now. List 3 is equal to this, list 3 dot sort, and then print list 3. As you can see, it sorted it with 1, 2, 3. Okay, I forgot to print it out. Yeah, okay, so I'll just wait. Shreyas, you did the exact same mistake as Shlok in the second task. I want all the items individually on each line. I'll give you guys a clue. Using a loop, a for loop.
Oh, I think I did it.
Okay. So Shreyas, go ahead and correct that. Shlok, if you want to send me your code in the chat again, you can. Ashwin, are you done?
Can you check
Really?
my code?
Sorry?
Can you check my code?
Um, yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Wait for 1 more minute. Guys, since it's the last lesson, can I extend the thing a bit, like the lesson a bit? Because you just want to cover one more topic. Is that okay with you?
Okay.
Ashwin, is that okay with you? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll go through in 2020. Or 1220 in Shlok's time.
I sent mine.
Yep. Cars, BMW. Ooh. Okay, Ashwin. I want you need to use a for loop.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I'll give you guys another clue. Use the len function. Okay, Ashwin and Kavanaya, are you done? And Shreyas?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to send
Sending it to you now. Sending it to you.
Ooh, okay. Ashwin, no. Actually, let me just start going through it now, because. Okay, so I asked to create a list of cars. So Porsche, if my spelling is right, McLaren, Ford, Citroen, Audi. Okay, these are all list of cars. Now, for loop I in the range of the length len cars.
You forgot to print out the.
Sorry? Oh no,
Uh,
I'm doing the second task only,
Oh, okay.
because everyone seems to got the first task correct. Okay. Print I. That's what you do, guys. Sorry, print cars I. So print cars, the length, that's the array, square brackets, I. So when I is 0, it'll print out Porsche. Next one, when I is 1, it's going to print out McLaren. Loop again, when I is 2, it'll print out Ford. When I is 3, it's going to print out Citroen. And when I is 4, it's going to print out Audi. Again, it's not going to do 5 because in Python it always goes behind by 1. Okay, Ashwin, do you understand? We did wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, Shreyas. Yep, that's correct. Kavanagh, do you also understand what went wrong? As in,
Yeah, I
okay,
understand.
okay, fine, good to continue. So my screen is not shared currently. Okay, so reverse. Okay, can anyone guess what reverse does?
It doesn't. It obviously does not reverse the list.
Yep, correct. So it does not reverse the list. Okay, I joke. So reverse the list.
It does.
Yeah, I joke. I said I joke. But remove,
Oh.
obviously, guys, does not remove the item from the list. Now I'm joking again. It removes the item with a specified value. Remember, remove and pop are similar. They're the same thing, but in pop you specify the index. In remove you specify the actual element. In count, it returns the number of elements with a specified value. Index returns the index. Okay, it's pretty obvious. Clear. Shlok, again, you guess what clear does?
It obviously does not clear.
Yes, thank you, Shlok.
Yes,
Okay.
it does clear.
Okay. Okay, so clear removes all the items in the list. Pop, again, if you guys remember, it removes the item, but you have to specify the position in the index. And copy, Shlok, volunteers. Shlok, please volunteer for this one.
It does not copy the list. I mean, it does not.
Yes, it does. Yes, it
It's
does
okay,
copy the list.
It copies list. It copies it. Basically. Copy. So everyone, please feel free to take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of this. So you do list.append something. So if you want to append something, you do list.append and the element you want. Then if I want to sort something, you just do the list.sort. If I want to reverse the order, you do list or reverse, and so on and so on and so forth. Okay, am I good to go forward or backward? Hello?
Forward.
Yeah, we're good to go backward.
I want you to go forward.
Forward with the lesson. Okay, but backward in the slide. So guys, as I said, we're going to go back here. So yeah, so we were here now. Now we'll do while loops. Okay, so we're going to do a while loop that iterates by adding the number each time by 1. While loop is indefinite. We don't know how many times it's going to loop, but it's going to loop until the condition is false. So num is equal to 0. Okay, while num is less than 100, num equals num plus 1, print num. So let's go back here. So I'm going to create a list of nums is equal to 1. Sorry. So for j in range, let's say 1 to 100 is to 100. And j let me just try and do this. Oh, wait 1 second. J,
Let's
oh,
do
yes,
J
I forgot to do something. Yeah, j equals j plus 1. Yeah, okay, guys. My editor has frozen now because I have this asterisk sign. So I guess I can't run it. My editor has frozen. Let me restart my kernel.
Do you have to declare j equals to 0?
In a while loop, not a while loop, in a for loop, in a while loop,
No.
yet to do. Okay, yeah, finally you printed out everything. So guys, this is the exact same thing. So for j in range 100, print j. Now in a while loop, if we first declare it, so j equals 0. While j is less than 100. So while the number is less than 100, print it out and add 1 to it. So now this is updated. So when j is 0, is 0 less than 100? Yes, it is. Print 0. 0 equals 0 plus 1. So now j is 1. 1 is less than 100. Print 1. Now let's update it to 2.
But doesn't for loop take up less lines of code?
It depends on the way you use it.
Here, I mean.
In this case, yes. In a big case, no. While loops can be better sometimes. Because in for loops, let's say if you're big bunch of arrays, okay? And you want to iterate through every single array. Do you literally want to go and count every single array and then print a array? No, you don't. Just use a while loop. While all the arrays are not completed, print them out. In a while loop, you don't know how many iterations are going to be done. You don't know how many times the code is going to run. In a for loop, you are specifying. So with that in mind, we're going to extend the lesson and do a quick guessing game. So import random. Ashwin, what does import mean?
To insert.
Oh, it's in the name. It simply imports. It simply
Oh,
gets, it
It
gets.
does not mean import. It does not.
Yeah, it does not mean import. Yes, Shlok. Yes, I like that. I like that. Okay. So import stuff. Okay, it gets the code. Random is a module. It's a library. It's code that's already built in Python. We want to use it, so we import it.
Like scanner's already built in
Java.
Bar. So this
So
is
we import scanner, guys. Shlok points out really well. So in Java, we said import java.util.scanner. That scanner code is already there for us. We just have to use it. So the code for random, Python already has for us. We just have to use it. Import random. Now number equals random or random 1 to 100. Let's pause there for a minute. Random, okay, random is the name of the module. Dot rand int. Rand int. Rand int means we loop through all the integer numbers and then between 1 to 100. So, Shlok, back to you. Or Shreyas, let's go for Shreyas, okay? Shreyas, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, import random. R is equal to random dot rand int 1 to 100 print R. Okay, so what it's gonna do is gonna print out a random number between 1 and 100
What are you calling for?
and 83. So yeah, I'm gonna call you now. So what would I write down if I want to have a random number between 2 and 18?
Okay, so input random
Okay,
and the for x equals random dot random. Yes, misspelling it. Random. Then brackets, and inside the brackets you say 2 comma 18. Okay,
And?
then print x, and then rerun
Six.
about 2 times, twice, rerun twice.
see, it prints a different number each time. Why?
Yeah.
It's random. Again, 15, 8, 15, oh, 17, 7. It's random. It's randomly doing it.
Yeah. That's
So, Havanaya, let's go to you. I want a random number between 7 and 48. What would I do? Havanaya? What's the first thing I do?
What do you do?
I am
Import
import, yes. Import what? What do I import?
748.
No, what's the name of the module? What's the name of the library?
Random.
Yeah, random. Okay, let's start from again. So what do we do first?
Import random.
Now, let's store in a variable the random number, yeah? O is equal to, what do I say?
7.
No, you say random dot random 7 to 47. So random, copy that down here, dot random 7 to 47. So
Okay.
2 to 8, what would I say?
So you would do import random, and you would do random random.
Mhm.
What were the numbers again?
2, 8.
You would do 2, 8,
2,8. Then
2,
print
8.
text.
Yeah.
Then print text. Ashwin, Shreyas, and you are following, okay? I assume. So that prints a random number, 6, and yeah. Okay, now count is equal to 0. Guess is equal to int input. Enter your guess. Okay, so that's the user input in Python. That's the user input in Python, and that's the integer input. While the guess, now comes the while loop. While the guess, okay, it's not number. So while what the user enters, the integer, is not equal to, exclamation mark equal to, number. So the number is the random number. Okay? Print invalid. Okay? If the guess the user enters is less than the computer's random number, print to low. Elif means else if. Guess is greater than number. So if the guess the user enters is bigger than the number, guys, copy this down when I'm saying it. Copy this down in your editors. Okay. Elif guess is greater than number. Print to pi. Okay. Count is equal to count plus 1. Guys, what this does, it keeps count of the number of tries the user enters. Okay. So if the user enters a guess as not the number, we'll print it out first and then we give it a strike. So now you have used up 1 try. Okay. So because you're wrong, we're going to give you another chance. Guess is equal to int input, enter your guess. If this is wrong, if guess is again not equal to number, it's going to go back to this line and repeat this code again. If the guess is equal to number, if the guess is the number, is going to escape the while loop. Okay. This statement now is false. Okay. So guess is now equal to number if I've entered a number that's equal to number. So now if I enter the correct number, print, you are correct, you got your answer in, plus str count plus tries. Okay, count is the number of tries. Guys, what am I doing here? What's the word for it?
That is called casting.
Yes. And what's this called, Ashwin? This is casting, and what's the plus called?
Pardon?
So this is casting, right? What's plus? So what's the other word? There's casting and concasting. No, concatenation. Concatenation. This is casting and plus is concatenation. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the guessing game. Okay, has everyone copied it down?
I'm in the middle of doing so.
Okay, please copy this down. Now, let's do an infinite loop. Now, in a for loop, you can never ever do an infinite loop. You can never do it ever. Shlok, this coming back to your question, in a for loop, you can never ever do an infinite number of times. In a while loop, however, you can. Shreyas, is 1 always 1? Is 1 equal to 1 always?
No.
No?
Yes.
Yes, it is, correct. So
Sorry.
while 1 is equal to 1 is always true. So print true. This is going to print out true infinite number of times, forever. Because it's never, ever, 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 ever false. Here, if you enter the correct number, it's going to be false. But here, it's always true. 1 is always equal to 1 and will remain so. So print true. Or you can simply say, while true, print this. 1 is equal to 1 is always true. But you can also say, while true, while anything is true, print true. This is also an infinite loop. If you say, while false, print true, Kavanaya, if I say while false, print true, is the code gonna run?
No,
Why?
because if it's false, it can't be true.
It can never be true, right? Exactly. So this is not gonna run. Okay, so